Hello there and welcome back to my series of building apartments based on Labubus. I don't care if it's heavily out of trend now. I started it, I'm gonna finish it. Hello, I'm a shrimp. Sorry, I really am too used to saying shrimp chew on my other channel. I'm like, I'm not chew, but then my brain goes, I'm shrimp who? Who? Anyway, big into energy series of Labubus. They're colorful, they're fun. I was like, I want to do sim builds. Enter the residential rental units. And we have a beautiful Labubu big into energy vibe apartment building. Work in progress. We have so far done hope, luck, and love. Today, as you may be able to tell already from the colors, we're doing loyalty. Which means we have happiness and serenity and... what's the rare one called? Id. And as... if you're not new, or you can count both in Labubu and in Sims residential unit limits, you may know that... Sorry, distracted by my cat's Lemon. She has a toy Lemon, and I was like, what is at my feet? Oh, Lemon. Right, what am I saying? Yeah, so you can only have 6 units in one lot. Didn't think about that, slash... I think I was probably aware and forgot, but didn't think about it whenever I was set out to do this. So it was like a couple of builds and I went, oh wait. So I have sort of 2 ideas. One, just doing a makeshift apartment that just isn't actually its own unit as a penthouse. Or I have a couple of fun ideas where, do the color scheme, but do a, community facility for the building kind of vibe. I've got a few fun ideas. So, stay tuned. But loyalty, the pink and yellow one, I have mentioned in these videos before, like, I didn't get majorly into the Labubu trend. Big into energy just caught my eye a little bit because I'm not about the, like, beige, brown neutrals. Are they perfectly nice? You do you? Sure, but they're not for me. So big into energy, I was like, bold, bright colors? Sure. But what really did me in was that my friend was really into them and I was trying to hunt down, I mean, ideally the rare, but at least a few genuine ones for my friend for their birthday last year. And I mean, I didn't fully succeed. I think I got like a fake rare and then I think a genuine, I think it was luck or hope. I can't remember. So I had a few like fakes. So I was like, they like fakes too. They can have a bunch for their birthday. And that's how I got into the rabbit hole because I kept getting duplicates. And then I'd be like, oh, the little blue one's pretty blue. I'll keep one. And then the same for, Hope's purple and blue. I was like, these are colors I can get behind. I did eventually track down a rare. It wasn't like by luck. It was by the actually finding a genuine listing. At least as far as I can tell, it's genuine. It's either the best fake ever or actually genuine. Either way, good enough for me. But right, loyalty, I did not expect to like. That's like, right, pink isn't my color, okay? And the yellow makes it a bit better, but pink's not my color. If it was purely pink, like, I don't think I kept a love purely because there's too much pink. If I got really red, more red leaning love, I would have been interested in it, but then the more I looked at this loyalty with all the yellow and the pink and the fun, I was like, you're just kind of like a strawberry and banana milkshake, aren't you? And I don't know, that just clicked something in my brain and I went, well, I'm gonna have to keep you with your siblings. Because I was determined I did not want a full set. I did not want to hop on this bandwagon, okay? I'm ever so slightly cautious after my great pushing, intense interest, special interest, hyper focus, small addiction in like 2017, 2018, but at least those blind boxes were reasonably priced back. Well, I don't know if it was reasonably priced for what they were, but like compared to what things can be priced at these days, by comparison, felt very reasonably priced. Because what, 18 to 20 for like one Labubu? I get a Labubu's bigger than a pushing keyring and there's the, face and whatnot, but meanwhile, at least 2017, 2018, the pushing blind boxes, there were just little plush keyrings, and it was like, I think the the usual price was like $8.99, but I sometimes got them in like a little gift shop near me for like $6.99. I was like, hee 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 hee. Good times. Good times. Did I end up selling most of them on eBay later? And that's why I'm like, I'm not diving into another little Labubu, okay? I'm not getting hooked. But okay, enough of the, I don't know, blind box memory lane ramble. As you may be able to start seeing take place, Loyalty's apartment is definitely hitting, I think in a not necessarily in the similar way, but in a same energy, big into energy, if you will, that if you've seen, the last one we did was Loves, and I feel like that was definitely, you know, fancy luxury apartment vibes. They all are purely based on the space that they have, but, you know, I feel like Loves was very, like, put together fancy apartment vibe. Hope and Luck are fun, fabulous, but definitely more whimsy than fancy, if that makes sense. But Loyalty, I feel like takes a little. There's a lot of fancy elements, but there's also a lot of whimsical elements. I feel like it is definitely, like, I do kind of want to maybe see, I don't normally do cast, but I kind of want to see if I could make some big into energy themed sims. I feel like the theoretical Loyalty sim is, you know, one part into very, like, a very sleek, modern, like, fancy, rich, but not in like a, not in a too fancy way, like in a sleek, modern way, not in a gold swan toilet way, sink way, whatever. But also really likes like cutesy stuff and kitsch stuff, and like this apartment captures both of that. Sometimes in the same room, sometimes in different rooms. You shall see. But I particularly had a lot of fun with lots of yellow and pink, and because I was trying to stick with sort of more either not like pastel pale, but more pale and like bubblegum adjacent pinks than like more hot pinks that I would have used in the Love apartment, which if you haven't seen and you do enjoy this, you know, I do recommend checking out the other Labubu builds. They're varying levels of chaotic and fabulous. No, they're all fabulous because they're all fun, but you know, some were like, this Labubu sim is into interior decorating or hired an interior decorator, and some are like, they're whimsy ren free and their home is their oasis, and both are valid and awesome. Also, I think the best thing is there's plenty of space that, like, if you did actually play here and move in a sim, like, they have room to expand. They could adjust things around and, you know, add another bedroom or whatever. Because I can't remember if I've made one of them have 2 bedrooms. Yeah, no, I think 1 or 2 of them have 2 bedrooms, but a lot of them are a 1-bedroom apartment. But like, there's so much space, you could easily adjust it for your simish needs. Because taking just Loyalty, for example, there's like a nice dedicated entry area. There is a massive living, dining, bar area for all those beautiful friends that are going to come over and socialize. Or, you know, if you and your 7 cats really want to stretch out on the really, really long sofa. To be fair, the sofa might have been influenced by another build I'm working on that you may see soon. I'm not saying it's going to be next, because I'm going to say that and then I'm not going to finish it in time, and then I'm going to be like, but you know, it's in the soon. It's a recreation of an agile thing, and I do think its sofa may have influenced Loyalty's sofa choices a little bit. But yeah, 1-bedroom ensuite. They have a walk-in wardrobe. Which, speaking of the walk-in wardrobe, yeah, a lot of those fancy aesthetic mirrors kind of ruin things a little bit. So your sim can use the dresser at the side, but the actual, like, dream home decorator setup, not so functional. Pure decor. Don't change out from that. There's no point. There's no point. And even I picture the sim that lives here being very creative. Like, they're very particular in their interior design, but they're very creative. Like, they have a little creative cozy corner that's one part. work from home creative and one part just chill zone while you knit. You'll see. I think it might be my favorite corner in the house. It is definitely a very, very whimsical corner. But there's plenty. Like, they got a little seating set up in their bedroom if they just want to, you know, whether they want to eat, work on their laptop, knit while staring out that window for whatever views. They can stare out that window and see whatever is going on out front, because at least on this lot, I'm in like the art district, and that window does face out to like the food stalls and everything going on out in that area. Can't not have a fabulous reading nook complete with multiple seats, because, you know, you could say for the socializing, maybe your fellow friend came over and you're both gonna have a nice cup of hot cocoa and, I don't know, have a mini book club. Because, like, if you had more than one other sim over, then you would have to actually sit out in the main area, but whatever. But realistically, let's be real. Let's be real. It's gonna be the cat seat. It is absolutely gonna be the cat seat. All 7 of them. No. Could you imagine, though, if your Sims pets could actually sit together on a seat? Because, you know, whenever you have multiple pets and they, like, snuggle up with each other, and this isn't something I ever thought about in relation to The Sims, and now I'm like, aw. I know that, like, it is 4, right? It's not just one of the previous ones. They could snuggle with a puppy or kitten. But now I'm doubting myself if that was, like, Sims 2 or 3 and not 4, or maybe it's all of them, or at least 2 of them, or I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, the glorious sofa. That, don't worry, I did not stick with the alternating color scheme. I think it's really fun. I think it obviously fits with the pink-yellow mishmash theme, but I just thought it was a bit too much considering the whole place is doing the pink-yellow thing. So it becomes a nice yellow sofa, because we do have quite a few pink items around. Like, quite a few. Yeah, I think this one really made me realize how big these apartments are, because I feel like I started to not struggle so much, but kind of struggle where I put the nice dining table, and there's like that bit of wall between that and the entrance archways. I was like, oh, what am I putting here? I wanted to get like a kind of like hutch cabinet thing, but I don't think there was any in the right kind of colors. I was like, oh dear. So I made space with shelves. I kind of made it fun. I kind of made it look like in the cubbies, like the Sim collects certain vintage tins. I was like, I'm making decisions for the Sim. They have fun collecting vintage items. They like the designs of them. They have a whole set. That's what these cubbies are for. And obviously there's still some space for some others, for whatever the Sim would actually like to collect, or maybe display all of their little knit projects, you know? There is space for that, and what I think is truly the perk, quote-unquote perk, but you know, whenever it rolls around to Winterfest, if your Sim wants to do Winterfest, there'll be plenty of room to place that tree, because I feel like that is, like, depending on your build, you either have tons of space for the potential of holiday items and stuff, or you do not, and then you're like, what can I rearrange to fit in this tree? Or, yeah. And it's fun. But yeah, this is our whimsy corner. Our whimsy creative corner that my phone was very excited about, if you did hear that. Shush. Okay. It was a kind of, well, I mean, an exciting notification in the sense of, like, when things you follow post, or people you follow post. For any fellow Denimville fans out there, live stream time when I'm recording this. I'm not going to be on time, because if I interrupt this, I'm going to forget to finish it. Because I've been meaning to do this all day and I keep forgetting. But yeah, creative corner. All the cozy stuff. I like to think they work, whether they maybe work from home as a creative. So they have their little tablet set up, they got all their knitting, the like art tablet sat around. But they can also just chill, read a book, sit in the sofa, or once again, their cats can chill in the sofa while they work at their desk. You might be going, Shrimp, you're talking an awful lot about these cats when you haven't placed any cat items yet. Don't worry. There will be pet items. There will. They're just not as, I would normally add them in earlier to a build, considering, you know, they're right in there in the kitchen stuff. But not this time. There were a later edition. I was like, okay, no, I have to. I can't be picturing this sim and their cats and not make sure the cats have some space. Along with the giant kitchen. I feel like I'm gonna have to, like, not have to, I want to get extra creative with happiness and serenities, because I feel like, yes, having apartments and all the color schemes is absolutely fun. But I want to get a bit more whimsical and have, you know, more, like, unusual. I feel like, you know, maybe Serenities is gonna have a little mini spa sauna setup, perhaps. Watch me forget that idea once I go to build it, but you know what I mean, just a few little less defined as only for house/apartment vibes, because we're already on fun and whimsy when you're basing it off Labubus. We could mix it up a bit more. We could. Especially because a spa/sauna is not in my game plan for whatever the penthouse floor may end up looking like. Oh yeah, this was when I was like, all of the cabinets, and then I finally found the matching back bars to the bistro kits bar, because it wasn't coming up in like the bar section. I was like, did it not have one? I thought it did, and I just assumed. I was like, okay, and then I found it I was like, okay, what is the catalog's categorization? Because I don't know, but it was fine, because I'm not gonna complain. I feel like I'm a little bit complained out on The Sims, both in the, like, yeah, there's a lot of little tweaks that would be nice if, like, the catalog was cataloged differently, or if, you know, we had this, we had that, from just the general Lifetime of The Sims 4 vibe. And then there's all of the sarcastic quotation marks fun going on with EA, and I'm just, would it be so hard for the world to just be better? Apparently. I've mentioned it before. I'm not gonna go into a big spiel, but I've mentioned for, like, my hope is just that, you know, if Sims popular game, but Sims not make money, that, well, I mean, for one, the first hope is that the deal doesn't go through, but I'm not that optimistic. But my hope that is Maxis gets a lifeboat and gets away from EA, gets, you know, sold to someone slightly less atrocious, and then maybe we can just have our happy little Sims time, because, I mean, on the one hand, I'm sure that a lot of companies of, you know, reasonably okay-ish gaming natures would be like, ooh, yes, big name, we'll take. But also at the same time, considering there's not a lot of big name Sims competitors, it's a bit like, would they though? Would they though? It'll be fine though. I hope. One way or another. Until then, I'll just be over here slightly stressed, not stress building Labubu builds, I guess. You know what? Side tangent, but for Sims spin-offs, I feel like, you know, if you have played Sims spin-offs back in the, I suppose they were the last, like, I'm not gonna count My Sims, because I'm not sure when the most recent, before remaster bundle My Sims game came out, because I didn't really bother with those. But prior to that, like, early 2000s was like the last like Sims spin-off, right? But those of you that have played Sims spin-off, you know the herbs. You remember the herbs. I found my Game Boy game of it, and I'm like, Am I a little tempted to see how hard it would be to connect either my Game Boy or my original DS up to my computer and do a little nostalgic playthrough? A little bit. Am I slightly scared that it's still gonna be easier to see if I can emulate it? I say scared, but like, it'd be nice to just be like, no, Elgato got you covered. We don't, like, we just get these adapters and plug. I don't know, though, I don't know. I have not dabbled much in the realms of other consoles to PC for capture. I got the Switch 1, Elgato working, that was fine. I will eventually do the same with Switch 2, but beyond that, I'm like, I don't know. I do not know. But it's just a little fun. It was a fun little nostalgia for Sims Herbs. I never played the, it was GameCube, right? The other Herbs version was. I never played that. I hear that it was different, so I'm like, I want to play. I'm just generally nostalgic for, like, that era when there were Sims 2 spin-offs and they were really fun. Like, I had the Sims 2 Game Boy version, which was really fun. You were, like, on a show and you had different, like, stories that were the, like, episodes of the show with all the different characters, and there was an alien character that was, like, moved to your house, and it was, you know, it was fun. It was wacky. I didn't really play the Sims 2 DS one. I did have it briefly. But yeah, I don't know. I think I actually ended up not bothering with it so much that I traded it in and then bought it back later. And then, I don't know, got distracted by other shiny things. Speaking of shiny things, though, this snazzy apartment. Oh, I forgot to mention in the kitchen, just in case you've been screaming this whole time, I know I used the microwave of the... What is it? Workshop Wonders? Whatever that little workshop kit was. The salvageable furniture appliances. I know I used that microwave. Don't worry. I got a sim. They came in to test the build. They restored the microwave. The gallery version, the microwave is restored. Life's good. It just looked too perfect, okay? It showed up being like, hello, I am the perfect microwave for your color scheme here. Please do choose me. And I went, you are absolutely right. I will choose you. You know? I'm fine, don't worry. Don't worry about me. Microwaves are just talking. Oh. I'm going to say it, and if you know, you know, and if you don't worry. Microwave. Probably can't say it quite how, but you know. It's in my head because of earlier, okay? But yeah, if you enjoyed this, feel free to check out my other builds. I have just a few of them. I do silly little themed things like this. I do general, just, I wanted to build a house for my Sim family, here you go. I recreate things from other games. A lot of horror games, but 9 times out of 10 that just looks like a normal house in The Sims. Some of them, you know, do have a little bit of a creepy something extra going on in the corner of the house, but a lot of them are just, you know, a general house location. And oh yeah, that's also the kind of thing. I have been branching out on doing more than just Sims content, because I just want to check out more of the chill games. Like, I play some other chill games, but I don't do content so much. I'd like to change that. Both because, well, sometimes it's nice to have a break from The Sims in the general sense of, well, there's a lot going on. Like, sometimes you don't feel like playing The Sims. And then also in the sense of, yay, there's a lot going on. And sometimes you just don't want to even look at it. But I don't want to blame The Sims or the Maxis for EA's BS, so... yeah. But thank you very much for watching. This is on the gallery. My gallery ID is ShrimpChew. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.